So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is. And again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that because he's not on my level. You know what I mean? It's like he's not talking about business. You know what I mean? It's just giving his opinion and trying to promote his son. I don't agree with. Floyd told me many, many, many years, probably go 25 years ago, that what kind of person he was. But initially, I'm just being honest, I didn't believe him. I had to see it for myself. And my description of him, he's a horrible person.
Leonard Ellerbe, in his latest interview, has not only revealed sensitive information about Floyd Mayweather Jr., but has also made his situation more complicated by exposing details related to his finances. The former chief executive of Mayweather Promotions has now confirmed claims of debt and financial trouble surrounding Mayweather, pointing out that the same issues that kept him restricted in Dubai last year have surfaced again.
You live an American dream, man. You got 55 cars, 40 girlfriends.
Well, actually,
you're a billionaire now, right? Come on, let's salute this billionaire on stage.
But how many years ago you was broke? When I say broke, you ain't have a lot of money. You was just barely making
about Floyd Mayweather Jr. in a way that led many fans to question whether his actions were driven by revenge after being removed from his executive position, and recalling events from around the same time last year when Gervonta confirmed that Mayweather had been restricted in Dubai, which was later said to be true with his release, depending on a promise to clear outstanding debts within a year or return to address the situation during an interview. When asked directly about Mayweather's current financial condition, he first avoided giving a clear answer, but the interviewer insisted that his response would help bring clarity to the issue.
Floyd had posted that you was no longer a part of Mayweather Promotions. You care to say anything about that?
There's nothing to say other than I appreciate the opportunity to do something amazing. We had an incredible run, and I'm forever grateful and thankful. Blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed. Yeah,
that's
blessed.
I love to hear that shit.
According to Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was unable to clear his outstanding debts, which required him to travel to Dubai to honor his agreement. This trip happened during a time when he was already surrounded by controversy, including reports about a supposed $402 million mansion purchase in New York City, claims of unpaid balances with several jewelry businesses, and issues connected to tax-related cases. Despite how it may appear, Ellerbe clarified that this was not an attempt to run away, explaining that the situation he faces in Dubai is even more serious compared to elsewhere, mentioning that while he has smaller debts and tax matters to handle in other places, the financial pressure in Dubai is far greater, with obligations said to reach hundreds of millions. And once those matters are addressed, he is expected to return and deal with legal proceedings afterward.
Which he's done a good job thus far. But then sometimes there's a line that you cross with some of the things and you turn some people off.
To the surprise of many, Leonard Ellerbe stated that his departure from Mayweather Promotions was due to the financial issues surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. and what he described as poor management of the company. He explained that stepping away was not easy, but felt necessary, saying it was a difficult decision, yet unavoidable. He added that Floyd had made a number of wrong choices, and that he personally dealt with the impact of those decisions for a long time, reaching a point where he could no longer continue in that situation.
For years, and what is it about him that sort of
He's always been jealous of Floyd. He's always been jealous of Floyd, and if that ain't obvious, I don't know what it is.
In response to these claims, fans quickly filled the comment section with reactions, many pointing out that the issue seems to be the extreme level of spending rather than anything else, noting that numerous athletes end up facing financial trouble after retirement due to excessive lifestyles and poor investment choices. One fan suggested that his reported wealth may be exaggerated, since his public image is closely tied to appearing rich, while another commented on his time in Dubai, stating that it was not necessarily a restriction, as only a primary passport might be flagged, allowing travel under certain conditions. They also mentioned that in the UAE it is not unusual for employers to hold passports, and speculated that the situation could involve a dispute with a powerful royal figure with significant influence.
Making it today. I ran all the way here. Why? Because I could even buy a bus ticket. That's crazy.
But you still had 55 cars.
No, I don't. What happened? Well, I bought myself some crack. Dang. And then more crack.
Trying to explain why he made the trip, another fan suggested there could be several possible reasons, claiming one theory involves money laundering, while another idea was that he lost heavily at a casino after receiving a credit line, and then tried to leave Dubai without paying, which they said led to authorities surrounding his plane and stopping his departure until the matter was resolved. Meanwhile, other users responded with sarcasm, accusing Floyd Mayweather Jr. of portraying a false image online despite alleged debts, with one mocking him by calling him Floyd No Money Mayweather and claiming he had wasted his wealth on an extravagant lifestyle and personal expenses, suggesting he now owes money to powerful individuals in Dubai and is unable to leave until everything is settled, while describing it as a fall from being a top star to a much lower status.
With the disrespect thing, that's just something I don't get into. Floyd's a legend in this sport. He's accomplished everything in the sport, beat everybody's TBE.
The former chief executive of Mayweather Promotions stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had miscalculated the earnings from his most recent fight and explained that he was able to remain out of custody because the exhibition bout served as his main way to handle outstanding debts.
Oh no, none of these guys are like Floyd. Floyd was...
However, Leonard Ellerbe explained that Floyd Mayweather Jr. would only make around $20 to $25 million from a bout, which falls far short of what he is said to owe in Dubai, and this gap is believed to be the reason he is pushing to arrange another exhibition fight with Jake Paul. He added that if those obligations remain unpaid after such a long delay, the consequences could become very serious for Floyd, while noting that these claims feel difficult to understand given that Mayweather continues to maintain an extremely lavish lifestyle.
People into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Many fans have criticized Leonard Ellerbe, calling him disloyal for revealing private details about Floyd Mayweather Jr. after leaving Mayweather Promotions. However, some believe the situation began earlier, suggesting that Mayweather was the one who first acted unfairly before Ellerbe responded in this way. Although he initially stayed quiet regarding the debt issues and surrounding controversies, Ellerbe later chose to speak out, and after his departure, he has reportedly been working against Mayweather while sharing information about his locations and assets with authorities.
What? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
While Rick Glazer also supported the claims, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was seen making public appearances, which led some to believe the allegations were false or that he may have resolved the situation before leaving in May. However, Leonard Ellerbe later claimed that Mayweather was actually detained in Dubai and that his release was only allowed under conditions that included restrictions on his financial accounts until his debts were settled. He further explained that because of his position as former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, he had access to this information early on, even before Gervonta Davis, and added that although Mayweather has returned to the United States, he is still effectively tied to unresolved issues connected to Dubai.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. 1,000 apartments. You just getting started.
While Leonard Ellerbe did not share full details about the alleged situation involving Floyd Mayweather Jr., additional reports and leaks in recent weeks have fueled speculation among boxing fans, suggesting that Mayweather was reportedly given a large cash advance at a casino, but then lost the entire amount through gambling. It was also claimed that since there are no licensed casinos in Dubai, the activity would have taken place in a private setting, and according to these reports, his private jet was later surrounded by authorities at the airport, while his financial accounts were said to be restricted, leaving him unable to access or use funds at that time.
Just out of curiosity, bro, you said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying,
Allegations surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. have continued to circulate online, with some claims suggesting he was restricted within Dubai and only allowed to move freely inside the country, while being prevented from leaving. These reports further allege heavy security presence around his private jet to ensure he did not depart, and speculate that he may owe a very large sum of money in the hundreds of millions range, with claims that he is paying tens of millions monthly toward debts while still maintaining a luxurious lifestyle. However, these statements remain unverified and are based on online rumors rather than confirmed official records. The same discussions also mention silence from major authorities and media outlets and reference comments attributed to Gervonta Davis and former associate Leonard Ellerbe, although none of these claims have been independently confirmed.
A little about big news came down yesterday. Leonard Ellerbe no longer in at Mayweather Promotions. Seems like that's happened a couple times over the course of the years back. Because I remember years ago I was thinking Richard Schaefer was going to take over, but now apparently that is happening. Thoughts on Leonard Ellerbe making his way out?
I think Leonard is still in a good position, and I don't think that it was any animosity between.
After parting ways with Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Mayweather Promotions, he has moved into a completely different direction in the sports industry and quickly entered the growing nil space in women's college basketball, where his early involvement has already shown strong results. He recently appeared at a press conference in State College, Pennsylvania, where a transfer deal was announced involving one of his clients moving to Big Ten program Penn State Nittany Lions. In this new role, Ellerbe is acting as an advisor for nil agreements, while also building on his long background in boxing promotion, where he spent 17 years as a key executive helping manage and promote Floyd Mayweather's biggest pay-per-view events, including the major 2015 fight against Manny Pacquiao held at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
I just think that it was just time for him to move on.
Of course, Leonard is very wrapped up in PBC type stuff here with this promotion and everything that they do. Do you think that played any part in him leaving Mayweather Promotions?
I guess it could have played a part. I mean, if you're in between emotions, you're working with one and you're not working with one.
The fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao reportedly generated more than $600 million in total revenue and set a United States pay-per-view record with around 44 million buys. The former chief executive of Mayweather Promotions was later linked to internal issues that contributed to his exit, as Cash Mayweather announced the departure of Leonard Ellerbe on Instagram, and his responsibilities were then taken over by former Golden Boy Promotions CEO Richard Schaefer. Following the news, some fans reacted online with comments suggesting it was overdue and criticizing how long he had been defended by supporters, especially those who backed him due to his connection with fighter Gervonta Davis.
I mean, yes, though. But I don't think there was no, like I said, I don't think there was no animosity or anything, because even Floyd always spoke as, you know, he would always say that, you know, Al Heyman has fights, you know, because he can always get his fighters on Al Heyman shows.
I mean, do you think it was a little difficult for Leonard being in a tough spot, because obviously very close to Tank here, and then
some fans reacted online with personal and mixed opinions after the changes at Mayweather Promotions involving Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather Jr., with one user making unrelated remarks about his appearance and saying they never liked him because of how his facial hair looked, while another fan called the situation surprising and pointed out that Ellerbe had been part of Mayweather Promotions for a very long time, even jokingly referencing his early days in the organization before rising to CEO position, another comment expressed doubt about the future of the company under new leadership, suggesting that Mayweather Promotions would struggle moving forward without Leonard Ellerbe.
Of course, we know Floyd and Tank had their ups and downs, so mostly downs recently. So do you think that was...
Yeah, that makes it tough. That makes it tough. That makes it where, you know, he basically, because a lot of times friends want you to pick sides. But, I mean, Leonard's smart enough not to pick